Welcome. This presentation introduces the Reverse Job Portal, a keyword driven platform that flips the traditional job search on its head. Recruiters search ap- and apply to qualified candidates instead of candidates applying to job openings. I am Blenson Paul presenting this concept from Dubai. Agenda. Here, the roadmap for this talk. We'll start with the problem in today's job market, introduce the reverse model, walk through the system design and cover trust and privacy features, explain the business model, and close with the delivery roadmap and vision. The problem. Traditional job hunting has three core problems. Candidates burn hours tailoring CVs as per application. Automated keyword blind ATS software filters people out before a human ever sees them. And most applications disappear into a void with no real response. Industry data shows it can take roughly 250 applications to land a single hire. Efforts largely wasted on both sides. HR pain points. It isn't only candidates who suffer, recruiting itself has lost its credibility. No clear headlines, no clear deadlines are communicated. Even candidates HR approached first get ghosted. Unmanned keyword software does lazy shortlisting, and outright job scams collect fees from hopeful candidates and vanish. This is the trust gap the reverse model is built to close. The inversion. This is the core idea of the platform. Recruiters apply to candidates, not the other way around. Candidates build one structured profile in a single time, and recruiters bring their hiring criteria to the candidates who are already qualified, rather than broadcasting a job ad to the world and hoping for the best. How it works? The flow is simple. A candidate builds a structured, for example, JSON file once. A recruiter defines their hiring criteria. The matching engine instantly ranks qualifying candidates, and the recruiter initiates a contract. This benefits everyone. Candidates stop tailoring CVs and mass applying. Recruiters only see people who are genuinely fit, and the whole market moves faster with the less noise. High level data flow. Here, the high level data flow, candidate CV data and recruiter job ad data both feed into a private keyword and schema matching engine. The engine applies the candidate's status filter and returns a ranked qualified candidate list straight to the recruiter's private dashboard. There is no public job board and no public candidate directory at any stage. Layered system architecture. The architecture is a standard cloud native layered design, a client layer for web and mobile, an API gateway handling authentication and rate limiting, application microservice for ingest, matching, billing, and notifications, a messaging and caching layer for asynchronous work, and a data layer combining a document database, a search index, and a relational database and object storage. Candidate CV schema. The candidate CV is built from controlled vocabulary keywords rather than free text descriptions. Status, candidate type, core skills, a small number of custom tags for niche skills, experience, education, certifications, domain tags, location preferences, salary band, notice period, and language. This keeps matching fast, consistent, and free storytelling or keywords stuffing. Recruiter job ad schema. The recruiter's job ad is built the same way. Must have keywords a candidate has to match exactly. Good to have keywords that push ranking, and experience range required, certifications, domain, and location targeting. And a status filter so only candidates open to offer are queried. The matching engine. The matching logic runs four checks. The candidate's status must fall within the recruiter's filter. Every must have keyword must be present in the candidate's core keywords. Hard constraints like experience, education, and certifications must be satisfied. And finally, good to have and custom keywords produce a weighted ranking. Elasticsearch inverted index lets this run across millions of profiles in milliseconds. Predefined versus user defined keywords. Keywords come in two flavors. Predefined keywords are curated, versioned taxonomy matched exactly for speed and reliability at scale. User defined keywords are small, capped set of free tokens that capture niche and emerging skills, matched more loosely, and periodically promoted into the official taxonomy once they become common enough. Candidate status and privacy controls. Candidates control their own visibility with a status flag. Not looking, passive, open to offers, or actively looking. Enforce at query time. Blind matching mode goes further. Recruiters initially see only an anonymized score and keyword overlap, not an identity, until candidate consents to contract. This protects passive and currently employed candidates and reduces bias in early screening. Trust and anti-fraud layer. Trust is built into the platform, not bolted on. Recruiter accounts are verified before they can search, cutting off job scams at the source. Automated fraud detection catches duplicate CVs and fake accounts. Skill verification and testing back up keyword claims with the real evidence, and reputation system quietly penalizes recruiters who ghost the candidates they themselves approached. Compensation first hiring. Compensation moves to the front of the process. The recruiter reviews the ranked shortlist, process a real compensation offer upfront, and the candidates accept or declines before any interview is scheduled. That means recruiters hire strictly within budget, candidate never waste around on an unviable offer, and salary transparency arrives much earlier in the process. 100% funded by recruiters. The business model is entirely recruiter funded. Pay per search, pay per unlock after a consented match, or subscription tier for high volume and enterprise recruiters. Candidates never pay a cent. Charging job seeker would simply create the same power imbalance this platform exists to fix. A real-time labor market signal. Here is an offer often overlooked by product, aggregated and anonymized. The platform status data can become a real-time labor market signal. The share of people actively looking, time to match the by sector, and skill demand versus supply. At scale, this could complement official unemployment statistics with a continuously updating, privacy preserving view of the market. Technology stack. One on the technology side, React on the front end and Node.js and Node.js backend for the fast non-blocking input-output. Elasticsearch as the matching centerpiece. MongoDB and PostgreSQL for document and transactional data. Kafka and Redis for messaging and caching, and Docker Kubernetes for CDN for scale and resilience. Implementation roadmap. The delivery plan runs 18 weeks across 4 phases. Foundation work on taxonomy, schema for authentication, building the core platform including the matching engine and the dashboard, adding monetization, the fresher track and fraud detection, and finally load testing, security auditing, and beta launch ahead of general availability. The vision. The vision is hiring market built on qualification, no games, no CV tailoring, no mass applications, no ghosting. Genuine skills verified, and match instantly, and along the way, a live privacy preserving pulse on the global labor market. Thank you. I am Blenson Paul, reachable at blensonpaul@gmail.com, based on Dubai, UAE. Thanks.